Sometimes I'm really dumb. And by sometimes I mean all the time. Welcome back to Every Disney Movie Ever. My name is Jess, and I'm watching Every Disney Movie Ever. Today, I'm going to talk about One Little Indian. One Little Indian is a 1973 theatrical release. It stars James Garner, Clay O'Brien, Vera Miles, and Jodie Foster. James Garner's very famous. He was in Maverick, The Rockford Files. He was nominated for an Academy Award for his role in Murphy's Romance. He was in The Notebook, Space Cowboys. He also served time in the military, and when he was in Korea, he got shot in the butt. Vera Miles has also had quite the career. She was in a lot of Disney films. She also worked very closely with Alfred Hitchcock. She was in Psycho, and her other well-known roles include Tarzan's Hidden Jungle, The Wrong Man, The Searchers, and The Man Who Shot Liberty. I talk all about Jodie Foster's history in my Napoleon and Samantha video, so if you want to learn all about her acting history, by all means, please go watch Napoleon and Samantha's video. Clay O'Brien has quite the career at Disney, but he also worked with John Wayne. He was in The Cowboys, and he legitimately became so obsessed with cowboys, he's a roping champion. One Little Indian is directed by Bernard McEveety, cinematography by Charles F. Wheeler, editing by Robert Stafford, and writing by Harry Spalding. It was filmed in Utah. It's about a little white boy who was raised by Native Americans, kind of forming his own little family with a deserted American soldier. While I care a lot about the budding father and son relationship between Mark and Clint, I did not care for the rest of the film. I wish it really just focused on that father and son relationship development, but it focused very heavily on Clint running away from the army. I think the film suffered a lot by not focusing more heavily on the growing familial relationship between Clint and Mark. I also think Clint's character was very flat. Yes, he was running away, so he was an active character, but he didn't do anything sacrificial or important or anything for Mark. He just kept saying, yeah, no, I'll take care of you, but also not, and then left him, and just, his character was very flat. I believed he wanted to keep Mark as his son, but I also didn't believe it because he didn't do anything to prove to me that he wanted to keep Mark. While Mark did a lot to prove that he wanted to be with Clint because he saved Clint's life more than one time, and so I really think the story suffered because it didn't focus and work on that relationship as much as it should have. It focused very heavily on the American soldiers trying to catch Clint, and that wasn't the interesting story to me, at least. I couldn't care less that they were trying to catch him and that, like, he got caught and got out. Like, I'm happy he got out because then he gets to have a family with Mark, but that was not the interesting story in that film for me. The interesting story was Mark and Clint becoming a family. As you can tell, I wasn't a big fan of this film. I think it hurts even more because I saw a lot of potential in the story and it didn't happen. And that's really disappointing. That makes me really, really sad. So, yeah, I wasn't the biggest fan. Technically speaking, the film was good. There were some good cinematography moments, but altogether, it was kind of slow-paced. I lost interest a lot of the time, mostly because it focused on the chase so much and not between that relationship. The most interesting part of the film that kept my attention the most was when Mark and Clint were at the home of Doris and Martha. That was the most interesting part of the film for me, and I thought it built relationships a little bit. And then once that was over, once they left that scene, I didn't care. That's all I have for One Little Indian. I'm very disappointed, and I think I'm more so disappointed because I saw so much potential in the story. So I think I'm going to give it 2 disappointing scripts out of 10. Our total movie count is... Parent Dead Toll and Crack counters are the same. If you want to keep up with what movie I'm watching when, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and you'll find out what movie I'm watching when. I put up videos every Monday and Friday. Let me know what you think about the story, if you like it. Also, maybe recommend some Korean dramas, if that's the kind of crowd we're having here, because I'm watching a ton. Okay, until next time, comment, like, subscribe, but I'm not charged like you are, so you do you, and do not be the sergeant about it. Look at that hat. Ooh. That hat hair isn't that bad, is it? Ooh. Hello. How you doing, hair?